Lennox Productions have been in the video and television production business for over 20 years and have produced hundreds of hours of broadcast television programs, corporate videos and TV news in this time. Here are some short examples of what we have done in the corporate world.
ICOM Australia proudly introduces its exciting new Marine Commander navigation system, utilising...
If it's worth storing, it's worth looking after, and it's worth SureSafe. Using self-storage can seem quite daunting, but at SureSafe we make it easy.
In a world facing an ever-increasing need to clean up its environment, there is a constant requirement for industry to find new and improved methods of handling the waste it produces.
In the music world, we have worked with some of the biggest names like The Sweet, The Village People, John Denver, Sonia Dada, Kate Sobrano, Judith Durham, and the Little River Band, to name just a few of what is a long, long list. Across this period, we have also made many music videos. For over 10 years, the filming and editing of TV commercials for two of Melbourne's advertising agencies kept us very busy indeed.
Whether I'm batting or boating, I know how vital it is to keep my eye on the ball. When you're out on your boat, your eyes are your most important piece of safety equipment.
You've seen Bar Crusher and Suzuki out on the water, but what really sets them apart from other aluminium boats? The Wave Slicer hull is a smooth DV that slices through waves without pounding. The quick flow water ballast technology means greater stability at rest.
There were other agencies along the way as well. The making of television documentaries are another strong part of our business. Written in the landscape and mulligan for National Geographic.
The land is old, an ancient cradle of stories. The shapes the earth has taken tell the stories of its making.
And the Aussie Millions for Sky TV in the UK.
Officially, Australians are the world's leading gamblers and have a hope to win, expect to lose attitude. And lose they do, to the tune of $15 billion a year.
TV news gathering is an immediate beast, and Phil Harris has freelanced for all the major networks as a news cameraman until being employed full-time by the Seven Network as senior news cameraman and editor for the Nightly News Bulletin, until moving departments within the network to again be commercial producer and director. Since the news days, Lennox Productions have produced over 200 half-hour episodes of the long-running, internationally and locally distributed TV series River to Reef, broadcast on these channels around the country. The River to Reef series is a brand-funded series and is partnered by who's who of the corporate and marine worlds. Names like Honda Marine, Suzuki, Club Marine Insurance, Surtees Boats, Bar Crusher Boats, ICOM, Big Four Holiday Parks and Mornington Mazda have all benefited from the association. This has led to additional work for Lennox Productions, producing corporate videos for most to run on websites, on screens at trade shows and as a general sales aid. Now that broadband speed has increased to enable the seamless playing of full-screen high-definition video, the world's newspapers, magazines and the TV broadcasters, in a desperate attempt to stay in business, have no choice but to pursue their migrating viewers online. One man that's re-educating traditional media sums up what's happening.
About 7 or 8 years ago, 10 years ago, when I first met with the BBC, I spent 5 years implementing the VJ thing. And I gave a speech like this one, and to the Board of Governors. And then when it was over, I said, are there any questions? And they're very old, and they said, one guy stood up and he said, when do you believe this change will happen? And I said, it will happen when you're all dead, because that's what we're all waiting for.
And they were very happy to hear that.
Well, they weren't happy to hear it, but they were happy enough to hire me. New technologies happen not when the technology arrives, but when those who are comfortable with it are in positions of power. The web is not about evolution, it's about revolution. And either you get hip or you get out. It's a very quick decision.
Yeah, so when you talk to people from traditional media outlets, what do you advise them to do?
I tell them, burn it to the ground while you still have time.
Yeah?
Because if you don't change, you're going to die. No, seriously. I mean, the technology is here, but it takes, like grandma, it takes her a long time to catch up. So grandma has to die. Sorry, grandma, but this is what's necessary. We've lived in a world of limitations for so long. You know, you only had 8 hours a day and 6 what's on at 6, what's on at 6:30, what's on at 7. The thing about the web is it's infinite, and you can put everything up there, but there's still this resistance of, oh, it's not good enough, and oh, screw it. Let the market determine what's good enough. You put everything online, and you'll figure out what you want to see and what you don't want to see. It will tell you what works.
Today, Lennox Productions offer a large range of services tailored specifically to enable small business to get in on the online action. Here's River Reef presenter Robbie Nethercote to explain more.
Hi there, I'm Robbie Nethercote. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to a cutting-edge new technology that will allow you to communicate with your customers, your staff, and in fact the entire world in a way never before available, and at a cost that is a fraction of the old days of production. I'm sure you've heard of YouTube. Everybody has. But did you know that YouTube has quickly grown to be the second largest search engine on the internet? With that and the expansion of broadband TV networks, fibre optics in the home, all the satellite options, mobile media, mobile TV, well, video has grown from the best way to communicate to the only way to communicate your brand. With the difference between good company communication and bad being the quality of production. You are witnessing what we call a virtual set. It looks like the real thing. It reacts like the real thing. It even has 3 dimensions, just like the real thing. On our virtual sets, we have the ability to zoom in or zoom out. You have multiple camera angles to break up longer segments. It's just like a real set. Well, I shouldn't lie. There are 2 major differences, and that is lower cost and much greater flexibility to your production. And talk about flexibility. Whether you want something casual and cool or something a bit more formal to address your audience, you can have it. For example, if you find the need to communicate industry news to the world, daily updates to your staff or shareholders, or even expert guidance to your customers, we've got you covered without the need to build expensive sets or travelling long distances to hire lighting designers, interior designers. Well, you get the point. It saves you money. Imagine a weekly video segment to include in your blog, on your website, YouTube, and in emails to showcase your products to the marketplace. Talk about their features, their amenities, and even show your customers how to use it. That is cool. We have many virtual sets to suit the style of your business. But the real power is having guests join in and share expertise, or even a testimonial or 2, adding credibility about your products, customer service, and satisfaction. So we can basically turn your static company website into a dynamic weekly event, giving site visitors new and engaging content that will keep them coming back for more. Ask yourself this question: how many people in your home spend time watching videos on the internet? I'll bet the answer was lots, and it's only going to increase. Lennox Productions create tailor-made content for the web, TV, the corporate world, and yes, even TV commercials for mainstream broadcast. Everything Lennox makes are professionally produced, visually on par with national TV, and best of all, under budget. Now is the time to jump aboard and add relevant, living, breathing video content to your website. To find out how, call us. There are no obligations, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.
No matter what size the project, from a small YouTube video to a full-blown international TV series, Lennox Productions, with over 20 years' experience and a proven track record, can tailor a project to suit your needs.